Hey there viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review, and today's review is going to be on War for Cybertron Trilogy Siege Off-Road Patrol with Powertrain and Highjump. Now, the Off-Road Patrol is one of my favorite Micromaster teams, and that's mainly because, well, I have the original figures, and I did review them like ages ago, if I remember correctly. So, seeing these two on eBay, yeah, I just had to get them, especially because, like, I missed out on these two when they first came out. So, how are they compared to the original figures? Well, let's start off with looking at the box. Well, of course, we've got the standard, I guess, blister style box, which, yeah, they phase this out starting with a legacy with the core class. And honestly, I'm kind of glad that they did, because these kind of boxes are really hard to open. Like, you really have to get in there with an X-Acto knife, like what I did. But anyway, we've got Powertrain and Highjump in vehicle mode there, just driving on Cybertron or something. Of course, got their names right there. Got these symbols, which are quite prevalent in Siege, sort of phased out afterwards. Of course, Siege with the Cybertron Trilogy. They're Micromasters. The back, we got them in both modes. This one is Highjump, this one is Powertrain. Of course, they're the Off-Road Patrol. And they can form this weird weapon, like all the Siege Nerfized Micromasters can. And here it shows Red Alert holding them. So, there you go. So looking at these two, well, my phone will actually focus on them. I'm just going to have to do this manually. Well, these two are honestly pretty good homages to the originals. So let's start off with Powertrain. And this is a small orange long-nose truck. And of course, the original Powertrain predates movie Optimus. But looking at this, I quite like how this vehicle mode looks. Especially for a Micromaster, or a Siege Micromaster. I mean, of course, like, there are some things, like, it's pretty much just a robot lying down, but the vehicle mode still looks really good. Like, for details, of course, we've got the front window, we've got the front grille here. We do have some headlights. Unpainted, but still got some headlights. The blue from the original figure carries over here. You can get a little truck hitch molded here, which I'm pretty sure the original figure didn't have. No, it did not. I just checked. But we also have a singular smokestack right here. So, yeah. And of course, it doesn't really roll that great because these wheels are tiny, and hell, the middle wheels are just molded on. So, yeah, it doesn't really roll. It doesn't roll that great, but like, I'm more meant to just roll it like manually. So, yeah. And for Highjump, well, this is a little I guess camper van. It kind of looks like Trailbreaker, but we can see the details in this guy. Like, again, got the headlights, got the front windshield here, got the front grille, still got the side windows, got this top section, which is probably like a little bag thing, I don't know. But on the original figure, this was actually the transformation hinge, so If anything, this is just an homage to that, which is actually pretty cool. So, yeah. On the back, we got a little gas canister. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. But again, it's just a robot lying down. Although, it's a bit more intricate with how it transforms, I'll give it that. Kind of like the original Highjump, although, yeah, this transforms way differently. I'm just putting the two together. Yeah, these two look really good together. Kind of makes me wish that we had like the full team, like Mudslinger and Tote as well, but yeah, Micromasters sort of died off after Earthrise, which is kind of sad, but honestly, Core Class is a bit better. In fact, no, Core Class is way better, although Core Class does seem to be dying off next year, which I'm just devastated by that. First these guys and now Core Class. Why can't we just have like nice like budget £10 Transformers? Why? Okay, let's just move on to the comparison with the original figures. So here are G1 Powertrain and Highjump, and I think these guys are actually a bit bigger. Like, if I compare G1 Powertrain with the Siege figure, yeah, I think that the Siege guy is a bit bigger. But yeah, just comparing how they look, the Siege guy has a bit more detail, because we've got the added headlights. But we also have the truck hitch, which the G1 figure doesn't have. And, well, yeah, this guy just looks more detailed. And of course, there's still just robots lying underneath. So, yeah. And for Highjump, again, you can actually see the size difference. Like, this guy is actually bigger. But you can sort of see the differences, and you can see what I mean by this red hinge being replicated. But we can see that there's a bit more detailing here. Like, they did keep the gas tank, although they repainted it red. But we got some added detailing here. Got some added detailing on the hood. On the top, because there's now a sunroof. And hell, like, you can see that the transmission is different, but it's just more detail overall. So, yeah. Now, of course, these guys, like, do transform a bit differently, but we also have that gun mode that the back of the box showed, so I guess we should get it into that. And well, to do that, well, we're just going to come around here. We'll just get the arms out of the way first. So just lift up the front of the truck, get the arms out of the way, split the legs, flip out these little guns, and just flip out this port, like so. So now we have a truck with guns sticking out. And with Highjump, well, we just, again, flip this port out. But then we just get the arms untabbed. Then just get the legs untabbed like so. Pretty sure just like tabs in or something. Boom. Just tab the arms in. And then one tabs into the other. This is a bit tricky to do, especially at arm's length, but Well, we have this going on. Which, I mean, okay. I guess that's a gun. Like, there are some ports here that we can plug some blast effects into. If I can actually find some in a huge tub. So we just plug in some blast effects. Like so. Pretty sure blast effects can't really plug into here, but still we got this effect going on. And as the back of the box showed, we can take a figure and just use this port and just plug this in, if I can actually do so, because this keeps folding up. There we go. And this does weigh down the arm, because of course it's two like small figures, so this does like weigh down both the port and the arm, so I think like I'm pretty sure like after 5 years it's not really, the joints haven't really aged well, so if anything it's probably best to like use these as separate guns. So if we just plug one into here, and that could be a gun, and then plug this into here, and that works better without some more weight added onto it, like so. So it does work a bit better, although it still does weigh him down a bit, but hey, that does also work, so we got that. Although, yeah, makes him top heavy. Honestly, I don't really like the weapon modes of these guys anyway. I feel like it just felt like a shoe-in, you know, to make it like so I'm pretty sure like kills an attempt to make them feel more like mini cons, because like the Stormcloud and Whisper, they pretty much turned it into the Dark Star Saber. So yeah, I'm not really a fan of these guys' weapon modes. Now for the transformations, well, of course for the original Micromaster figures, it's really simple. Like you can do these in like 3 seconds flat for each of them. You see how easy that is. And even with the original Highjump, like he had a really unique transformation. Well, what about the new guys? Well, I say new. These guys have been around since like what, Siege, and that's like what, 5, 6 years ago now. So, what about the Siege versions? Well, for Powertrain, it's actually quite similar to the original figure. The only difference is there's no like little platform that goes down, but the rest is pretty much identical. So, just going to lift this up, which is new. Untie the arms. I lift this down for clearance, and then just spin around this entire section. And that just lays on his back like so. But here we have Powertrain. And Highjump, honestly, I feel his is quite disappointing, especially compared to the original figure. Because we just untab the arms, get the legs down, spin the waist, split the legs, and that's it. We don't even move this down whatsoever. This just stays up. It's like a weird hood. Like, compare that to the original figure where, I mean, these look like totally different characters. But, well, that's pretty much them in robot mode, and, well, they're definitely Micromasters from Seed. I'll give them that. So let's start off by looking at Powertrain. And yeah, this guy definitely looks really accurate to how the original looks. Like, yeah, he doesn't have the little platform that he stands on now, but he's got heels, so he doesn't fall over. So, yeah. And I'd argue that he kind of looks a bit better because he doesn't have the shoulders that are really high. Like, he just has normal shoulders. So going for a closer look, see his face, for example. You can see the huge gaping chest that he has. Just to fit in high jump into gun mode. The back is just the entire front of a truck, which is hilarious. It is to replicate the original's transformation. And the articulation is just the arms moved and sort of go out, and he can kick forward. So yeah, standard Micromaster affair. And for high jump, I'm sorry, that doesn't really look like high jump to me. Because on the original figure, that was high jump's chest. And now it's his back. Like, I feel like they could have done something. Maybe like have this fold up or something. And then have this like go down and that still be his back. I don't know. But still, I feel like they could have at least added something to make this go down. Because right now, this weird head, well, this weird hood thing just looks really awkward. Like, compare it with the original figure where he did not have one whatsoever, unless, like, you fan moded it. So, yeah. But anyways, same thing with Powertrain, looking at the head. Yeah, pretty normal. Got the articulation, pretty much the same. So the arms can move, he can start T-pose. Of course, he can kick. Although he also has knees. And he can, of course, sort of do the splits, that's about it. So, yeah. And if we put them next to the original counterparts, honestly, Powertrain looks really accurate. Of course, there's some other details. Like, the legs sort of look better in my opinion, because it doesn't look like he's standing on a sled. Plus, he doesn't have huffer arm syndrome, for example. But if we bring in high jump, you can see what I mean. So, yeah. So it's easy to tell that Powertrain is my favorite after the two. And honestly, I think it kind of makes sense why Coral Clash replaced these guys in Kingdom. Well, I don't get why Coral Clash is being replaced. In fact, no, it's just ending. It's not being replaced, it's just ending, but still, I can see why Coral Clash replaced Micromasters. It was a nice attempt, but honestly, if some of these guys were a bit more accurate, I think they would have been a bit more popular. And it's a shame, really, because I would have loved to see, like, the teams complete, like some of them were. Like, if they made a new Mudslinger and Tote, for example, I think these guys would have been, like, a bit better if like, the team's completed, in my opinion. But hey, I did just buy these because I just love the Off-Road Patrol. So, complaints? Well, seeing how these are Micromasters, I'm not going to complain about that. Like, most of my complaints are directed towards Highjump, and it's just because he doesn't really look like a Highjump. Probably just because, they kind of, like with budgets and all that, they couldn't really replicate how he normally transforms. But still, they could have at least found a way to make this fold over, because this huge hood thing looks really weird. And yes, there's no hinge to make it fold. I checked when I first got him, there's none. So that's my biggest complaint, that weird hood thing for Highjump. That and the gun mode is a bit poopy, in my opinion. Like, just because of how loose this peg is. It's probably like because it's loosened over the years, I don't know. But yeah, gun mode is a bit So, do I recommend these two? Honestly, I'm just gonna say, if you really want these guys in, sure, go ahead. Like, they're a fun novelty, but I wouldn't go out my way to get them. Unless you, like, really want to complete the Micromasters from Siege and Airfries, really like the Off-Road Patrol, like I do, or just, I really want to see what these guys are like. Because honestly, I think I kind of prefer the originals a bit more. So, yeah. So, this has been my review on the Siege Off-Road Patrol, and this is Charlie Young, signing off.